I'm a person, and I feel, and I have feelings, and I can share them.
Can you, though? I mean, I guess you can. You can share your feelings if you really must.
Freaky cheeks.
But not without consequences. Not when I get wind of all of your soppy sentimentality. Because by the end of this video, I'm gonna have people doubting you ever even had a pulse. You vampiress, you will rue the day that Daniel Boland found out about this demonic project, Wicked.
I'll alert the media.
Who's Daniel Boland? Oh, Daniel Boland, this is a heavy hitter. Do you guys know who this is?
Okay, so in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at some of the absolute worst from Ariana Grande and her co-star Cynthia Erivo as they continue on their seemingly never-ending press tour following the release of their new movie, Wicked. And it goes without saying that everything they say in every interview is a load of inane shite. But I'm far more interested in the dynamic between these two, the two protagonists, between Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, their whole fake friendship thing that they've got going on, the power struggle. It really is interesting to watch the elaborate display of fake emotion that these two put on for one fawning retard interviewer after another. It's amazing.
Gay time's alright, so the questions are going to be very homosexual.
Oh wow, look at that. Another guy who's managed to convince himself that his exaggerated, overly effeminate sexual persona is a real personality. But not only that, he's made a career out of it too.
Very homosexual.
Now, if that ain't killing two fabulous pink flamingos with one anal bead, I don't know what is.
Gay time's alright, so the questions are going to be very homosexual.
Oh, good, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, thank goodness all of your questions are going to be so gay.
The questions are going to be very homosexual.
Oh, good, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Right at my wheelhouse. You know
We're ready.
Yeah. What I love about Wicked, and I think what a lot of people love about Wicked and this story, is that there are loads of queer allegories.
Well, I do love me an allegory, especially a queer one. But why do I get the feeling that a 2025 movie version of Wicked, its allegories, I mean, they ain't going to be Jane Eyre, are they?
Am I a machine without feelings?
They're not going to be exploring self-determination and the nature of love, the internal and external struggles between piety and passion, being overcome by an unwavering sense of individuality and morality.
You have to be good and you have to be kind to everybody.
Whoa.
And she is a good witch.
I think the best we're going to get from Wicked is Elphaba and Glinda, you know, Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande looking into each other's eyes. We have a different kind of love. And then you'll be able to physically feel them, trying not to turn their heads towards the camera and going, get it? A different kind of love? We're gay!
Yeah, that's the message.
From queerness and otherness with Elphaba and allyship with Glinda, which doesn't feel too far off your own personal experiences. So, so how does that inform your performances in this film?
I mean, Oz is just a celebration of uniqueness, and everyone is so beautiful in Oz, and I don't think it even is a conscious...
Shut up, bitch!
Yeah, alright, I know, that was a little bit hack using that clip of The Rock. It ain't 2016 no more, Danny. These kids are gonna leave you in the dust with their clip game. But to be fair to me, I really did want to say, shut up, bitch.
conscious decision. Yeah, everyone is just so beautifully queer.
Beautifully queer, yes. It's much better when people are beautifully queer instead of, you know, uglily sane or whatever. I don't know what the opposite of queer is. Anyway, the point is, as much as I despise Ariana Grande, and I do, I've made that very obvious in many videos that I've made in the past, as much as I cannot stand her word salad, inane fucking soliloquies that she does, her apostrophizing here to heaven only knows what deities that she's trying to appease, or more like what gaieties she's trying to squeeze money out of. Good one, Danny.
And that roots all the way back to the L. Frank Baum books, where, like, literally the most commonly used word in the books is queer. And Dorothy and her queer, lovely, beautiful friends. And I don't know, it's just a celebration. And how do you honor that history?
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, as I was saying, as much as I dislike Ariana Grande, right, and her fake-ass personality, this persona, this facade, this fake crap, the false emotion, the weepy interviews, all of it, as much as I dislike Ariana Grande, I have to give her props for how she is handling this psycho co-star of hers, Cynthia Erivo. She is playing her like a fiddle.
I feel the same, yeah. I think it's you step into it and you are an other, and I think it's sort of like a celebration of that as well. And I haven't said this before, but I do think that both Glinda and Alphabet are just different. Both of them are a slight other, you know? And I think what we have done with this film, within the costuming, within the makeup and the styling as well, is sort of celebrate that and bring it really into the frame, which I love. Yeah, more of that.
Yeah.
Cynthia Erivo is legitimately insane.
I'm a person, and I feel, and I have feelings.
Because I think a lot of people are watching this. I don't know how closely you're following the press store that's been going on for like a year at least now for this movie, Wicked.
And if you need to cry right now, you cry.
Yeah. And
I think a lot of people are listening to the Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo interviews and thinking they're basically just kind of the same. They're two idiots.
And someone said to me once that the green was the thing that I would love the most about Alphabet, that I would want to stay green.
Ariana Grande ain't no idiot. She is fully in control of the situation. And she's allowing Cynthia Erivo, with all of her delusions and her insanity, she's allowing her to think that she's on Ariana's level.
Girl, I love you. That was such a sweet answer.
I love you so much.
But she's controlling absolutely everything. The way she clasps her hand, the way she pretends to be less than Cynthia.
But actually, being green, yes, I loved playing this character. But every time I took the makeup off, I loved who I was even more. So I've come away feeling really beautiful.
You f***ing are.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
When we all know who the big star is here.
You know?
Yeah. Ariana Grande, one of her strengths is clearly being one of those people who knows how to smile at people and tell them what they want to hear.
It's also my first time ever doing a jump.
You have been the light of the day. You are such a gift.
You brought such light into the room. Thank you very much.
We appreciate
for coming
you.
into this room today. We needed to come in.
And that works with lunatics like Cynthia Erivo. Cynthia Erivo thinks, oh, I'm amazing. I'm the new Ariana. Ariana Grande loves and respects me. Ariana Grande don't love nor respect nobody except Ariana Grande.
As you said, Oz is a very queer place. So, theoretically, what do you think a pride parade would look like?
Oh my God.
Worst nightmare.
One short day.
Yes.
It would look like one short day.
Yeah, I fucking doubt it.
For sure.
Every day in the Emerald City is a pride parade.
Oh my God,
right?
yeah.
I mean, look at
That's actually great.
But it's true.
Yeah.
Even the chickens. Those
Snow
chickens
leopard with
are
the little
gay.
cape.
That's right, Ariana. Everything is gay in Oz. Even the chickens, especially the chickens. And for some reason, that is a great thing that needs to be celebrated. Do any of you gays who are listening to this, are gay people, is what I'm asking, are you immune to being patronised? People talking down to you about how they love gays and gay culture. In the year of our Lord, as people say now, 2024, I still have women unironically telling me how they absolutely just love gay guys. Oh, that was a hot take in 1993. I guess the only thing I can kind of compare it to in my life is, well, I'm English and I don't live in England, and little Spaniards will come up to me from time to time telling me how much they love England and English culture, and I always think, okay, Danny, This is your time to turn the world upside down. 5 minutes of awkward niceties with Daniel Boland. That's enough to change anyone's outlook on life.
Hey ladies.
Hey,
Hello. How are we?
How are you?
I'm so amazing, and I'm so excited for you both.
Thank you very much.
To all go here today.
It is.
Look, obviously one of the key messages in this film, friendship. We've been talking about it a lot. Ariana, personally, 95% of my friends met each other, found each other. I'm in a relationship because of it, through your fandom.
That's terrifying.
So it's like, it means a lot. So what does it mean that you guys have found this and that your art is able to create those friendships and those relationships and those moments for people?
Bit creepy.
First of all, that is the most beautiful thing I've ever heard in my life. I have met some of my dearest friends through being fans, and made real friends through it too. So I think it's such a beautiful thing that pop music, pop culture, these films, and art that we create can create a safe space for people who feel like they don't belong.
I don't know if I pointed this out yet in the video, but the really creepy thing that Cynthia Erivo does is she tries to finish all of Ariana Grande's sentences, and just when she's on the first syllable of a word, she'll say the word really quickly. She does it all the time. It's really weird. It's like she still can't believe that she's friends with Ariana Grande, and now she basically is Ariana Grande in her mind.
Out of joy.
And joy! When it first started, each of us was missing like a little chunk. And I think we've been able to see in each other a bit of a reflection. And so I think I've gotten a little bit of her softness. And she's got
her strength.
A little bit of my strength.
Yeah. Remember I texted you?
You texted me, yeah.
He's a graphic designer. He loves that stuff.
Yeah.
And
now, just don't push me for details on how I know this, but be sure that I do know this. Cynthia Erivo is both insanely, wildly jealous of Ariana Grande and kind of in love with her in a kind of weird, kidnappy, misery kind of way, you know? And Ariana Grande is so over Cynthia, she can't wait to get away from her. Okay, that's what's going on, okay? Just take my word for it. And then there was Cynthia's insane meltdown on Instagram a few weeks ago after a fan of Wicked redesigned the movie poster to make it look more similar to the poster for the original Broadway play. Well, hell to the no, that was never going to happen under Cynthia's menacing watch. This is the wildest, most offensive thing I have seen, equal to that awful AI of us fighting, equal to people posting the question, is your expletive
Your mensch.
green? None of this is funny. None of it is cute. It degrades me. It degrades us. The original poster is an illustration. I am a real-life human being who chose to look right down the barrel of a camera to you, the viewer, because without words, we communicate with our eyes. Our poster is an homage, not an imitation. To edit my face and hide my eyes is to erase me, and that is just deeply hurtful. Yeah, so as I was saying, she is insane, and I think I've proven that in today's video beyond reasonable doubt. It is time to section Cynthia Erivo. Electric shock therapy. 3 weeks. Anyway, should we take one more look at a final clip from this shit show before we call it a night? I really think we should.
I did not want to cry as much as I did in this movie. I did not know that I was going to, but I think what sat with me so much is that I'm a black woman who grew up in rural Missouri.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
With most of the people who didn't look like me and who didn't share my life experiences. You know what I'm saying? You know where I'm going.
Oh yeah, I'm sure Cynthia Erivo gets it. She's lived the same experience as you. You know, you growing up in what, the 1960s in Missouri, and her growing up in London in the 90s and studying drama at university. Yeah, it's like, I guess, me and Huckleberry Finn. We basically had the same life, pretty much.
And felt like other for a large part of my life. So watching Elphaba and seeing this character, you're not gonna tell me.
Not the time, helicopter!
Yeah, it's not the time, helicopter. We've got a Black Hawk down.
You're not going to tell me that that didn't sit with you and what we saw on the screen wasn't real and didn't come from a place. Yeah. I don't know who can watch this movie and not have that.
Yeah, I get a little bit like that. You know, I well up a bit when I watch Huckleberry Finn, the movie. You know, remember the movie? But then, you know, I can go and pick myself up. I can go and watch some 1980s coming-of-age flick like Footloose. And then I just feel great watching Kevin Bacon dancing around in the warehouse, you know. So swings and roundabouts, I guess. If you've enjoyed today's video, give it a like. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. If you want to help out with the channel even further, you can join me on Patreon. And I'm still, you know, I'm trying to get as many videos out as I can. We'll see you soon. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, on here or on Patreon, wherever they'll let me put it up. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Maybe some birds fly to the moon, and maybe I can fly like a bird.
And maybe you're a little fat bear cub with no wings and no feathers. Maybe if you jump up, you'll come down very fast with a big plop.
We got a Black Hawk down, we got a Black Hawk down.